The community founded Champions for Learning, then the Education Foundation, 26 years ago with the purpose of honoring the teaching profession and saying thank you to teachers. Our community understood that to have the best quality of life, we needed to have our children and their families to have every opportunity to be successful in their learning. And that meant and continues to mean having great teachers with the very best support that we can provide them. So from highlighting and expanding best teaching practices through Golden Apple, to investing in their innovative ideas through Classroom Grant, and saying thank you to them on a regular basis, Champions for Learning stays very focused on how a community can impact students through their teachers. Listening to teachers is what also inspired us to create programs that will connect community members with students through mentoring, sharing careers and life skills, providing our students with a range of perspectives to help them find their passions in life. So what began many years ago with the community's desire to invest in teachers became an organization that innovates and collaborates for student learning, making it possible for the community to make that difference through teachers and directly with students. Throughout this evening's program, you'll also learn how you can get involved, and we encourage you to become a champion alongside so many others.
Every teacher is a champion for learning, but what does it take to become a Golden Apple teacher? Turns out it is a pretty rigorous yet rewarding process.
Good morning. No way. Oh my God. Good morning, everybody.
For more than 2 decades, the Golden Apple has symbolized the value the community places on its teachers.
Oh my God. Today.
Golden Apple recipients are recognized for practices that impact student learning.
Sorry for the interruption, folks.
Teachers apply in the fall to highlight their strategies that work. A community-based selection committee then chooses the best practices they want to learn more about. They get in-person demonstrations. Teachers share those practices and are treated to a special luncheon at Fleming's Steakhouse.
Fleming's has been so gracious to host the teachers here for a professional lunch, for some social time, and to help them share their practices with each other.
Then the field is narrowed down to 27, known as Teachers of Distinction.
We're here to celebrate you this morning, our distinguished teachers, and I couldn't be more proud.
Each of them are presented $500 in cash thanks to Mary Ingram. A one-of-a-kind pendant necklace.
On behalf of me and Darren Fine Jewelry, we would like to present you with your own gold and diamond apple to wear. Wow.
Plus a $5,000 grant from Suncoast Credit Union Foundation to adapt and share their practice the following school year.
There is information in here about a wonderful, wonderful gift from the Suncoast Credit Union. So congratulations. Give her a hand.
Their hard work and dedication highlighted with a Golden Apple. Each teacher honored for their best practice and the lasting impression they leave on their students.
This is an honor, but can't do it without a great group of students that keep me going.
I believe a strong connection between a community and its schools is vital to the health of both. And in Collier County, we are blessed to have that kind of relationship. Champions for Learning strengthens that connection by providing numerous programs and opportunities for the community to become involved in supporting both teachers and students. You can make a difference. Champions for Learning is standing by to help. Go to www.championsforlearning.org.
Our teachers champion learning for every student every day. Now it's your chance to thank your Collier County teacher.
Visit championsforlearning.org/thank-a-teacher so you can appreciate them for their hard work today.
At Suncoast Credit Union, we believe it takes a village to educate a child. We're honored to congratulate this year's Golden Apple recipients, and we thank them for being true leaders in our community. As an organization that was founded to serve teachers back in 1934, we've always prioritized serving and honoring educators and enabling them to share their best practices. In fact, our mission at the Suncoast Credit Union Foundation is to promote the education, health, and emotional well-being of children in our community. Since 1990, we've raised and donated over $16 million to programs in our community, including the funding of scholarships, public schools, medical research and development, family support organizations, and other charitable programs that directly benefit children. But we recognize that none of these programs, none of the student learning that's so crucial for our community's future, would be possible without our teachers. Teachers who innovate, teachers who care about enriching student lives, teachers who put their whole heart into their work, and in doing so, make a difference every day. On behalf of Suncoast Credit Union, thank you.
2 pennies by themselves don't add up to much. But when you're a Suncoast member, every time you swipe your Suncoast credit or debit card, Suncoast donates 2 cents to help children's programs where you live. That means Suncoast members help make their community a better place every day just by buying things with their cards. And when we add all those pennies from all those Suncoast card swipes together, we can give millions of dollars to our children's future. Visit SuncoastCreditUnion.com and learn how much Suncoast could save you.
At Immokalee High School, Eric Mazurkowitz knows everyone learns differently, so he's taken the virtual world and brought it into the classroom while focusing on individual student success. A community within a classroom is what you will find at Immokalee High School in the Honors Biology class of Eric Mazurkowitz. Blending an online and classroom learning environment, he has created opportunities for students to master the material in ways that best fit their strengths. And it allows him to focus on building relationships and teaching to his students' individual needs.
One of the things that I strive to do is create that community. I think it's important that when students come into the classroom, it's not a place where they kind of feel like a cog in the machine. I want it to be a place where students are learning from each other, they're not just learning from me. The environment's so important for both me and my students because when they come to me, these students for an honors level biology course, I'm getting students at all different levels. Some of them are coming in with a big background understanding about the foundations of biology, and some of them really have maybe very little to no knowledge about that concept. But I felt that I needed to do something more, that I had to reach my students in order to help them understand and reach them at whatever level they might be at. So that's where I started to really create some videos, and I found that by using this practice, which is not new, other teachers have done it, but by creating my own YouTube videos for them to watch, students can work at their own pace. When they're absent, or even if they are in class but they need a little bit more time. It's not just a one shot and done deal that we typically get with lectures.
In this class, it's pretty much like he allows you to stay back a little bit and help you one-on-one if you need it. I personally didn't understand a few things and I needed help with them. In other classes, I didn't get that. I didn't really understand a lot of things and I'd have to go home doing homework with almost no understanding. Here, I go home, I relax, then a few days later we get homework. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what it's asking me for, and I really appreciate that. It's not, oh, he's the best teacher. It's more, oh, he's doing everything for us so that we can all benefit. And that's what a teacher should be.
This is an honors class, so they're teenagers, but they have high intelligence. He speaks to them as if they were equals. Mr. Mazurkowitz has made it exciting for him. So it's exciting for us too. It's hard to talk to a teenager. But when he talks about biology of all things, both of them, they light up. It's really exciting.
By incorporating a technology element of self-made podcasts, this teacher has enabled his students to control their pace of learning while creating a confidence, engagement, and understanding. This, combined with working in small groups and added one-on-one time with the teacher, has helped students fully grasp the subject matter, increasing their success.
They always are talking about the new things that Mr. Mazurkowitz is doing in class, experiments, demonstrations, things that get them involved. I think it's just a neat way to be innovative in the classroom and to do something different and new, it gets their attention, and it's all totally content driven. It's actually teaching them the lesson in a new creative way.
I think it's important that out of all my teachers, Mr. Mazurkowitz is being recognized for his work, because the amount of effort he puts into his lessons just shouldn't go like unnoticed. And he like plans everything out so strictly. Our notebooks are so organized, you can't misplace a thing. And I just think a teacher that puts that much effort should be recognized.
Having a state end of course exam by the end of the year, I have to get all those students to a certain point. I mean, that is my job as a teacher. But more importantly, I want them to have a love and appreciation for science and for biology.
Eric Mazurkowitz is helping his honor level students master biology and prep for life with a winning attitude, teaching them it doesn't matter if you get every answer perfect the first time, as long as you keep learning from your mistakes.
I want them to be better scientists. I think that's an important thing for the future. And then more importantly, I think just as a teacher, my job is to make students better people. Now that it's coming back full circle, you know, it's great to know that I'm having the positive impact that the role models I had on me. You know, again, it's coming full circle. And I just know that, you know, it inspires me to keep doing what I'm doing. I know that I'm heading in the right direction, and I'll continue to do that.
Please support opportunities for students and teachers right here in Collier County. And you can do this by going to championsforlearning.org or text the word APPLE to 40691. And if you live in Collier County, you can also help by purchasing a Florida Education license plate, which provides grants for teachers in Collier County.
At CenturyLink, our mission is to strengthen the communities in which we live and to enhance the lives of the people that we serve. In doing so, there is a strong focus on teachers, education, and the children that will be tomorrow's leaders, which makes us very proud to be part of the Golden Apple process and to recognize all the great nominees and the final Golden Apple winners who are delivering best-in-class practices and educational innovation. On behalf of the employees at CenturyLink, we congratulate all of the winners and remind people that Champions for Learning is more than a business name or a motto, as we view it as a way of life. Congratulations.
Planting seeds of teamwork early while encouraging students to take individual risks is the key to Nancy Garusi's best practice. Let's see what's moving and shaking in this teacher's classroom at Tommy Barfield Elementary.
While there's no secret recipe for success, in Nancy Garusi's third grade class at Tommy Barfield Elementary School, she has the ingredients to ensure all of her students learn and grow. By implementing Kagan structures throughout every subject, she is able to engineer student interaction that increases cooperation, communication, and active engagement by all students.
As a third grade teacher, we are master of all, so I teach science, social studies, math, reading, writing, health. We do it all, and the class ranges anywhere from accelerated gifted to children that have a variety of different abilities where they may need extra reinforcement. So it goes to all ends of the spectrum. Kagan is a type of learning, it's cooperative learning. It actually takes the content that we're required to teach, and it provides a very innovative, very active way of presenting the information to the kids. It's very collaborative. The children have the ability to coach one another if here gets stuck, and they take turns with the roles, and it allows the kids to do something more than just that traditional pencil paper, and it allows them to really take ownership to their learning.
So basically what we were doing today, we were moving around with those yellow papers. We were like moving around in places, and song stopped. We would like find somewhere place to sit and work.
She told me, she goes, why would we expect them to sit down for hours at a time? She goes, we as adults don't even sit down at our job 8 hours a day. Why do we expect the children to sit down? And I was just like, you know what? She's exactly right. It's such a great way of learning. It's such a welcoming way of learning for the kids too. I think that they're not as intimidated by that.
Nancy strives to maintain a classroom where the environment is safe for her students to take risks, regardless of their academic ability, encouraging them to work at their personal best by providing multiple opportunities to tap into their various skills and strengths.
My daughter Elizabeth is a 9-year-old, and she loves to dance, she loves to sing, she loves to play sports, and so this classroom, they're not always sitting at their desk, which is one of her favorite things. They have a great learning model, but they're up and around and they're working with each other, they're working with partners, they're outside at the garden, they are on the floor building their multiplication towers, and she loves to come to school.
I like working in groups because then if somebody needs help, I'm just right there to help them, so I can whisper to them and help them out. Everything that we do, she makes it fun as an activity.
My goal for every one of my kids is to have them move in a variety of different ways. I want to see them move as a learner. I want to see them make growth in each subject area and be able to understand that they've made growth. They may not all be at the same level, they came in differently, but I want them to feel like they've made growth.
Taking the use of Kagan structures to another level, Nancy has been able to use games and flex groups to ensure that every single child is involved in their own learning. Her students are actively communicating, listening, and problem-solving their way to success in a positive peer setting.
I see more confident kids. I see collaborative kids. I see kids that have gained a greater sense of who they are as children, as people, as learners. And I see that they've gained a greater sense and appreciation for their peers. And I started 27 years ago, and I still really love it. It's who I am. People know what they do. They have passions. I'm lucky I have my passion in my job, and I can't imagine doing anything else. I just can't.